on Treaty 6 territory, and we're filming today at DOSC restaurant. It is one of the restaurants that carries Tomato Wheels Lambrusco, and they've so graciously allowed us to be in their space, so I'm just super, super grateful for that. My name is Moirae Choquette, founder of Tomato Wheels, and Tomato Wheels is a sparkling red wine designed to be sipped chilled. So it all started when I discovered a gap in the market, to be honest. I discovered Lambrusco about 10 years ago, and it was very few and far between. I discovered it in Italy, very few and far between where I could get it here in North America. And when I was doing some market research, about a year and a half ago, I was like, there's a massive gap in the market to blow this up. And I kind of looked around and I was like, has anybody else seen this? And I kind of stepped up to the plate and I was like, I'm going to take this challenge on and see what I can do with it. Realizing I had no real knowledge of wine, I had to bring the right people onto the team to allow me to kind of run with the momentum to ultimately launch a Lambrusco here in North America. Knowing nothing about wine, I discovered Brad Royale. So he's a sommelier, one of the most amazing sommeliers we have here in Canada. Told him this idea, and he's got so much gusto. He was like, let's do it, let's push this idea. So together we found a 4th generation vineyard in Italy, and over 6 months of conversations, managed to get them on board to produce exclusively for Tomato Wheels. It was still the height of the pandemic at that time, so they had shipped samples. And Brad and I went and bought the SKUs available in the market and blind tasted everything and ultimately landed on the Lambrusco we decided to launch with. When I was looking at getting loans, especially in the industry I'm in, because in Canada, in the liquor industry, I actually don't warehouse my own product, it goes straight to the government. So why that matters is because a traditional bank, I couldn't get a loan because there was no assets for them to seize, say I defaulted on my loan. So that became really complicated because how do you get started without the funding? And I just knew if I could fund one order, then I could use that revenue to invest back in it, and I kind of have that rolling. So it was really like, how do people do this? And that's when I discovered the loan, and I was like, this is amazing, this is incredible that we have something like this willing and ready to support entrepreneurs who are in this kind of situation. So it was absolutely paramount to have that funding to kind of lift off the ground. My background is very much marketing and communications business. So when it came to writing a business plan, it was very natural to me. But what was so helpful was having someone review that. And that's really where Apitogason came in. Not only was there funding available, but there was, hey, let's check out your business plan together. They absolutely shredded my financial model and helped me rebuild that. And I am forever grateful. Sometimes I just open it and play with the numbers because it's so beautiful. Once you understand the numbers, it is fantastic, it's phenomenal, and that's really, for me, I'm a creative. I like creating things, I'm a visual. So when it came to the numbers and spreadsheets, I was a little lost. So the fact that we have that support here in Canada was incredible and paramount. You're never gonna be the expert when you're starting, and it's been incredible how many people are willing to help. Every step of the way, there's always someone there to take me to that next step and the next step. And there's the community that I'm surrounded with and the right people at the right time. And as long as I keep listening to my intuition and allowing that to guide this business, which it has from the beginning, I know that I'm going to get there. It's been such a journey. Like I said, I never set out to become an entrepreneur. It's very much been following my intuition around this. So the challenges are when I have one task to do, it's 5 tasks because I got to go research it, then I got to learn how to implement it, and then I actually have to implement it. So the challenge is just like I want to run so fast with this, but I'm also just one person right now learning everything there is about operating a business, marketing a business, sales of a business. So the challenge is everything right now. But I've been so fortunate to surround myself with people who are experts at their craft, and who are coming to the table, willing and ready to help and jump on board with this project. So it's all about having funding to do good with, and that's where my passion lies, is really food security. Throughout my business, it's pivoted a few times. I'd always have a portion giving back to fighting food insecurity and fighting hunger, and to people facing food insecurity. Tomato Wheels is just wine. It's Lambrusco. It's a really cool product, and I wanted to make something that people were interested in. It's high quality, but personally what I want to do is take a portion of, I have no doubt this company is going to be big, take that fund and do good with it. I am very, very spiritual, and I live my life that way. And you know, the way I do business is meeting those people who have equally that light, who are doing good in the world, and those are the people I'm aligning myself with, my life with. I call it inspired action. I don't work unless there's inspired action behind it, and everything feels easy when I do that, because I'm working with the momentum versus fighting the resistance. I think, you know, I've been guided to this very moment, and the rewards of finding all the joy along the way. For me, when people say, what is your passion? It's creativity, and I bring that to everything I do. So the way it's just unfolded has allowed me to bring so much creativity that even with the challenges, I would choose it again and again to get to this very moment.